Hi, it's Lucy from Artshed Angel. Today I'm going to show you how to use some of my digital stamps printed on different kinds of thin papers. So to start off with, I've printed some of my digital stamps on some mulberry paper, and the first thing I'm going to do so that I'm not you can cut them out right on the edges, but in this case I'm going to use some water on the edge of the design. So you can see I'm just using a paintbrush with some water. As I do this, it makes the paper kind of dissolve in those areas, and I'll be able to pull out the image. So I'm doing this in this way because I do like the feathered edge that you get. So you can see there that I'm just pulling out the design from the mulberry paper. Now sometimes mulberry paper has some quite thick pieces or fibers in it, so sometimes you might need to just clip those, but you can see you get a nice edge to it. Okay, so once I have that prepared, then I'm going to get some of my matte medium. So any kind of matte medium works, but I really like the Liquitex matte medium, and I brush that onto, I'll put some underneath the image, so I'm going to brush that underneath the image. And put enough down so that you get it nice and coated. Brush that down and then put your image on and brush over the top. And you can see that the color of the image stays really beautiful. And also with the matte medium, it'll end up with a surface that you can add more paint to if you want to give it a little bit of a unique look yourself. So it's simple as tear your image out. Now this could have been just tissue paper as well, so you can also with your inkjet printers print onto tissue paper. So I'm just going to do a couple of flowers to just show you more of how to do it. Okay, just simply, it's just a simple wet and tear. It's very, very easy to do. In this case, I have some coloured images on my website, but you can also colour your images, rescan them in, and then you've got them as pretty much stock photos for you to use on all different things. This can be done on birthday cards or any kind of journaling. I've also seen people put this onto handbags and things like that. If you buy a Hessian bag and use this medium, you can put your own designs onto bags, so it makes great gifts. So you can see there I'm just gently brushing it back down again. I'm just going to speed the film up a bit to show you how I've put the other flowers on. So you can just cut these out, arrange them how you like. You can paint over the top of them, but the main thing that I will do is paint over the background and leave the beautiful colours that you have there. If you're using a journal, it does look really good if you put things in the center, so don't try to just put things on the left hand side and the right hand side. This is one of my angel journals, and it works really well if you can do your picture across the page. Also leaves room for writing and everything like that. So this is pretty much just a really quick demonstration of how it's done. Now I've got some navy blue paint, and this is just a plain acrylic paint, and I'm just painting around the images. Now you could have left it white, that looks really nice too, but I'll show you. I'm going to use a few colors around it. It's pretty easy to paint around it, and because the mulberry paper is there, you can see it's not quite that quick, but it is quick to paint around it. I've also just done some different shades. So the bottom is more an aqua color, and I'm bringing a purple down the center here, which I think looks really great with the yellows. I always love yellow and purple together. So just give it a paint around the edges and keep going with that. Any kind of acrylic paint can be used. You can even use inks and things like that. I'm also now going to stamp some gold ink on here. That's one of my stamps from back in the days when I owned a stamp company. It's a Lucy stamp, and I'm just stamping the gold on the background just to give texture, because it really does give it that sort of gloss and interest. So you can see there I've put all the swirls on the background in gold. So the next thing I'm going to do now is just put some little white highlights on. It's nice to use the white highlights on some of the flowers around the edges just to make them pop out. You can also do writing, and in this case I'm doing some writing just with my black Posca pen. I really do love people to use their own handwriting or learn calligraphy rather than using stamps and things for writing. And also that leaves you the freedom of writing what you want to write and how that particular journal page makes you feel, rather than using pre-done writing. Not to say that pre-done writing isn't great as well, because sometimes that can give you a little bit of inspiration on what to write. I'm just doing now a shadow with a white Posca pen. I like things to pop, so just adding that little bit of white can make it pop out quite a lot. I hope you enjoyed this journal page video that I've done. I'm going to have some sheets of mulberry paper ready to purchase as well. So as you have a look on my Artshed Angel page, which is www.artshedangel.com, or my Etsy shop, which is Artshed Angel Shop on Etsy. So please enjoy. I also have beautiful covers that you can put these journals in. Again, here I'm just adding some little extra bits. So I find that I like to add a bit of shading to give a bit of depth. This whole journal page probably took less than 20 minutes to make, so it's something you can definitely do. So whatever inspires you, I hope you enjoy this. Thank you. Bye.